You know, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do was to let go of someone I still felt deeply connected to. Not just missing them, not just loving them, but feeling them like they were still somehow with me, even though they weren't. It's strange, isn't it? How someone can leave your life and yet still live in your thoughts, your heart, your dreams at night. And when people say, just move on, you almost want to smile sadly. Because if it were that easy, you would have done it already. Letting go isn't always about forgetting. Sometimes it's about learning how to carry the memory differently. There's this story I remember. A woman once told me she loved a man who couldn't stay. He wasn't cruel. He wasn't even careless. He was just lost in his own life. He didn't know how to love her the way she needed. And yet, they had these moments, quiet, beautiful, real. Moments that felt like home. Even years after he left. She said she could still hear the way he said her name. Still feel the warmth of his hand in hers. Still catch her breath when she passed a place they once stood together. She wasn't stuck. She had grown. She had healed a lot. But the imprint remained. Not as pain, but as tenderness. Letting go doesn't mean you stop loving. It just means you stop holding on to what can't be. And that takes time. And patience. And a whole lot of self-compassion. Sometimes we cling to someone because we haven't fully grieved what we wished they could have been. The life we imagined with them. The version of them that existed only in hope. The story we told ourselves when the connection was new and full of magic. But here's something I've learned the hard way. You can't keep watering a garden that lives in your imagination. You have to come back to the soil beneath your feet. When you feel the pull. When your heart wants to reach out, to hold on. To replay the old conversations. Pause. Take a breath. And ask yourself gently, what am I really looking for right now? Is it comfort? Is it closure? Is it the feeling of being seen? Because those things are real. And they're valid. But chasing them in someone who's no longer present often deepens the ache. Instead, and this isn't easy, try offering that to yourself. The comfort. The gentleness. The presence. Sit with the part of you that still misses them. Not to shame it, but to cradle it. Let that part of you speak. Sometimes I whisper to myself, yes, you loved deeply. That love was real. But so is your future. So is your peace. Here's something that helped me once. Write them a letter. Not to send. Just to say everything left unsaid. The good, the hard, the thank yous and the goodbyes. And then burn it. Or fold it away. Or leave it under your pillow for one night. And let it rest. Not as a dramatic ritual, but as a small act of release. You're telling your heart, you were heard. Now we can begin to loosen our grip. There's a tenderness in letting go. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be sudden. It's okay if some days you feel strong, and others you ache all over again. Healing isn't linear. Grief isn't tidy. But the more you show up for yourself, not to rush, not to force, just to be there, the lighter it becomes. Slowly, the memories soften. The longing stops feeling like a sharp ache, and starts feeling like a distant song you once loved. Still beautiful, but no longer holding you hostage. You'll laugh again. You'll open your heart again. Not because you've erased the past, but because you've made peace with it. There's courage in choosing to stay open, even after something broke you a little. And if you're still carrying someone in your heart today, be kind to yourself. You're human. You loved. And that love shaped you. But maybe now, it's time to let the story rest. Let it sit quietly in the bookshelf of your life. Not as a wound, but as a chapter. You're still writing the rest. And the pages ahead, they're yours to create.